Hi, my name is Alejandro. In this opportunity, we are going to talk about Campos Oil Company. Our members are Camila, Alejandro, Yandira, and Diego. And our teacher is Franklin Manuel Acuña Bernuevo. Okay, now let's going to talk about the business model in Campos Oil. Well, a business model defines how a company creates, delivers, and captures value. In the case of Camposol, its value proposition relies on providing high-quality fresh food, such as avocados, blueberries, and mandarins, to the world major supermarket, ensuring fully traceably and sustainably sourced products. Our mission as a company is to provide families around the world with healthy, high-quality, and sustainably grown food, creating long-term value for its stakeholders and communities. Our vision is to be preferred global supplier of fresh, healthy food, recognized for its operational excellence, innovation, and commitment to social and environmental sustainability. Our goals: to become the world's largest healthy food company. Okay, now let's gonna talk about the SMART goals, sustainability and supply chain. Well, first, achieve 100% water recirculation efficiency in the processing plants located in Chao, La Libertad. Let's gonna start about talking the letter S. Implement a complete water recirculation system in processing facilities. M. 100% of the water used in industrial sorting and washing. A. Achievable through the installation of specialized industrial water treatment infrastructure. And R. Critical for compliance with global environmental standards required by international supermarket. Letter T. Target date set for December 31, 2027.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am student Diego Guerra, and today I will speak to you about the external analysis of the macro and micro environment of the company Camposol. In the political arena, despite the uncertainty in Peru, trade opponents presents a significant opportunity. Free trade agreements facilitate access to new markets and they reduce tariff barriers. However, the company faces structural challenges such as high levels of labor informality and rising costs for materials and supplies. Economically, the company demonstrates resilience with steady GDP growth, driven by superfoods such as blueberries, avocados, and grapes. The devaluation of the sol and the central bank policy have boosted export and Camposol's sales, with the main challenge being to mitigate supply and demand volatility in international markets. Uh, in social sphere, the company benefits from the growing global consumer interest in fresh, healthy foods, uh, while managing an ongoing transparent dialogue with its international clients. It faced critical social challenge, rating low labor productivity and structural disparities between Lima and the provinces. Finally, in the technological realm, thanks to a strategic state level partnership with China and United States, the sector is adopting sensor networks, the internet, and new digital channels to optimize groups and improve connectivity with suppliers and customers. And now to analyze the microenvironment of the company Camposol, we will use Porter's 5 forces. Regarding rivalry among competitors, competition is aggressive due to high barriers to entry and exit and no low product differentiation. However, Camposol mitigates this through its market share leadership, high sales volumes, and competitive prices. Regarding the three of new entrants, the risk is moderate as, as it requires massive investment in infrastructure and capital, as well especially now how Camposol defends its position through strong economies of scale and absolute control over its distribution channels. Regarding surprise bargaining power, the power is low because a backward integration strategy is applied, meaning the company acts at its own surprise by purchasing large volumes and controlling its value chain. The cost of switching supplies is kept to a minimum. Regarding the bargaining power of customers, the power is high because customer pushers in large volumes and have the ability to exert downward pressure on price, accompanied by low switching cost. Finally, regarding the threat of substitute products, the threat is high because any other fresh food or lower price fruit can replace Camposol products. Furthermore, is consumer preference shift adapting to new products takes a considerable amount of time. Thanks.
Okay, now I will continue with the internal analysis of Camposol. The SWOT analysis shows Camposol's strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. First, a strength. First, the strength. Camposol has a strong international reputation, offers high quality products, uses modern technology, and controls almost the entire production process. Next, the weakness, the company depends on exports, has high production cost, and its operations can be affected by weather conditions. Third, the opportunities, there is a growing demand for healthy and fresh food around the world. Camposol can also expand into new international markets and continue developing sustainable products. And finally, that threats, the company faces strong competition, climate change, change in market prices, and strict international regulations. Overall, this analysis shows that Camposol has many strengths, but it must continue adapting to market change. Okay, now let's continue with the competitive strategies of Camposol. We will see the competitive strategy that Camposol used to compete successfully in international markets. Okay. First, in the theoretical foundation of the competitive approach, Camposol follows a best cost provider strategy. This means the company offers high quality products while keeping production costs under control. The goal is to give customers the best value by combining quality with competitive prices. Instead of competing only with low prices, Camposol also focuses on offering fresh, safe, and reliable products. This strategy helps the company stay competitive in the international markets. Now let's look the main dimension of Camposol competitive strategy. The first dimension is operational efficiency and cost control. Camposol controls almost the entire production process from farming to export. This helps reduce costs and improve efficiency. The company also produce in large quantities, which lowers production costs and makes it stronger in the market. The second dimension is value-based differentiation. Camposol offers fresh and high-quality products. It also follows international food safety standards and sustainable practices, helping with customer trust. Okay, finally, let's look at Camposol growth strategy and competitive barriers. Camposol has two main growth strategies. The first is market penetration, which means selling more of its current products in existing markets. The second is market development, which means entering new international markets through its own commercial offices. Camposol also has a strong competitive barriers. The company makes large investments in technology and production, has advanced export systems, and has long-term relationships with global retailers. This advantage make it difficult for competitors to copy Camposol and help the company continue growing in the future. This is the end of my presentation. Now I will hand it over to my classmate. We will continue with the next part. Thank you for your attention.
Of marketing. Marketing is one of the functional areas Camposol uses to strengthen its presence in the international market and maintain close relationships with its customers. According to 2022 and Kohler and Keller 2016, the company focuses on three making markets: the United States, the European Union, and China. In this market, Camposol targets supermarkets and retailers that require high-quality products with full traceability. The company aims to position itself as a supplier of fresh and healthy food by promoting good agricultural practices, social responsibility, and customer trust. Its main strategies include international trade fairs, advertising campaigns, new commercial offices, and market data analysis. Overall, Camposol seeks to build a strong international brand and remain competitive in global markets. Human resources and operation strategies. The company aims to position itself as a supplier of fresh and healthy food by promoting good agricultural practice, social responsibility, and customer trust. Its main strategies include international trade fairs, advertising campaigns, new commercial offices, and market data analysis. Overall, Camposol seeks to build a strong international brand and remain competitive in global markets. However, the company faces challenges such as high employee turnover and low identification with the organization, and some employees do not clearly and understand the contribution the company gives. To address the company implemented strategies such as continuous trading, performance, reconnecting talent. To address the company implementing strategies such as continuous training, performance recognition, talent retention, improving the work environment, gender equality, and increasing gender equality and increasing employee satisfaction.